All right. Qataris want to flush the Glazers 100% out of Manchester United. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. I go by the names of Rock and David. This is the United Matters channel, 100% Manchester United content. That's what you get onto this channel. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, Sheikh Jassim is roaring at the Glazers and is telling them that I want to take this club 100%. Sir Jim Radcliffe has shown to us that he doesn't have the money to obviously put in a shift at Man United and become the 100% full owner. He has gone ahead to plan to withdraw his earlier submission or pledge or bid to the Glazers, and he wants to buy what we call a minority stake into this club of Manchester United. So welcome to this channel. This is United Matters channel. RD, Rock and David. You can call me any of the two, and we're here to bring you the latest about the beautiful game of football. Wilfred Zaha, as we really get ready to play against Galatasaray at Old Trafford, he has gone ahead to obviously coming through and really tell us about whether he's afraid of facing Man United or not. So we thank God for the gift of life and hope you guys are really doing fine and okay. This is the channel that will never really betray you, will never really befall you, will never be behind your back as far as Manchester United news is concerned. We get it from credible sources and we flaunt it to you in your eyes. And let's get it off. Let's start it off with the man himself, Sir Jim Radcliffe. And it was my gig, and as I told you yesterday, that when the Sun comes out and puts out a story about this, I obviously come out and obviously let you know that I'm really doubtful. It might be the Glazers at the Spain. But when I see Mike Keegan, sports news correspondent for the Mail Sport, I really feel happy. Jacobs Ben, Fabrizio Romano, Business News, Bloomberg, I obviously get to know that things are obviously coming in from a credible source. Now, Mike Keegan has confirmed us that Sir Jim Radcliffe is considering ditching his bid to take over Manchester United in favor of buying a minority stake, which would leave the Glazers family in control of the club. Now, it shows you that he's a man who wants to take us to those days that we don't want to be in, because what he wants to do, he wants to keep the Glazers at Manchester United. And trust me, we shouldn't back any person who wants to keep the Glazers at Manchester United. Now, even if he wants to buy a minority stake at Manchester United to buy out some of the Glazers to leave, that is not gonna work and benefit the club of Manchester United. Everything that Sir Jim Radcliffe is trying to obviously orchestrate around, to me, is not going to work out, because even if he comes in through with a minority stake, these Glass siblings are 5, right? Now, if at all he buys out 2, you know, even if he raises close to £1 billion to each, okay, each takes £500 million, right? What does that mean? That money is not going direct into the pockets of the Glazers. It's going in the pockets of the Glazer siblings that are leaving, meaning that the remaining 2 or 3 won't be having money to facilitate the stadium. And I don't know what plan is he having to obviously coming through and build a stadium for Manchester United. Can you be a minority shareholder and invest £2 billion to build a new stadium of Manchester United? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. And even if he's having a plan like that, it's not going to work out for the Glazers and benefit them out. And remember, there are 3 minority shareholders at Manchester United who believe that a wholesale of the club should be done, because they'll benefit more from their shares if at all Sheikh Jassim comes in through with his £5.5 billion to take over Manchester United. And now, Jacobs Ben has gone ahead and also added more beef to this story of Sir Jim Radcliffe and what he wants to do at the club of Manchester United that is really insanical to with the fans of Manchester United. He tells us that Ineos' position remains that they want control of Manchester United. That means if they do seek a minority stake, it will be with a view to eventual control, most likely by 2026. Now, this is what I hate about it. Arsenal was here before when they had close to 4 or 5 owners, you know, and they are really having a problem when it came to investment, because one knew, even Kroenke knew, that I could not invest my money in because this is a club that is not 100% owned by me. Not until Kroenke completed 100% takeover for the club of Arsenal, and that's why I've gone ahead to see Arsenal spend as they're spending, because he knows that this is my enterprise, it's my business, I own it 100%. And for us to go where we want to be, we only want one person, Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, who wants to take this club to 100%, and we should back him, give him the support that he deserves, because this is one of the things that we've gone ahead to obviously be yearning for here at the club of Manchester United. And if at all we've been granted the chance to access it, then why don't we obviously go ahead and face it the way we're supposed to be facing it? That is it coming in from Sir Jim Radcliffe, and that is really insanical. So we wait for more 3 years when the Glazers are here. That's not a deal for us to obviously come in through and obviously give wars to happen at Manchester United. So we should be doing better and better for the club of Manchester United, and you, the fans of Man United, should come in through and obviously usher us into a new era that is going to obviously take us to the levels where we want to see our team really thrive and go to the next level. But the biggest news is that Sheikh Jassim Al Thani is not bending or hinging towards the Glazers' call, and Jacobs Ben has confirmed us that Sheikh Jassim Al Thani will not budge on the structure of his Manchester United bid. It remains all or nothing at around 5 billion. Those close to him have always stressed that they won't entertain a minority stake of any scenario in which the Glazers stay. What other owner do you want? This is the owner that we want as Manchester United, because he is not interested into the minority stake. He wants to take over the club 100%, and that's what we want in the next person to own Manchester United. That is Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, and it shows you his intent, that his intent is really very good, and he wants to solve the problems at Manchester United. To his own understanding, he has gone ahead to make his research, and he knows that if you want to make a very huge turnaround at Man United, all you have to do is to really dislodge the Glazers off this. If you keep the Glazers around here, then we are going to be in the same old situation. He wants to come in through, flush them out 100%, and really rebuild this club, because he knows how these things are supposed to be run. Glazers have no way out. Trust me. They don't have money to improve the facilities at Man United. You saw a video trending after the game of Crystal Palace that the roof of Old Trafford was really leaking because they are soon entering the winter. So it shows you exactly what we are missing in not getting Sheikh Jassim Al Thani. He's the ideal replacement of the Glazers, and I don't know why the Glazers aren't giving him green light to take over the club of Manchester United. Why do you want to sell the club £6 billion when you've not gone ahead to add anything like value to it? All the money you've been having at Manchester United and using, you've either gotten it from the club profits, or you've gone ahead to borrow that money in the name of Man United and use the money United makes to obviously repay it. So if I'm the Glazers, I wouldn't have gone ahead to mourn at anything right now at the club of Manchester United, because all I know is that United have gone ahead to make their own money. If we get in Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, everything is going to go on as planned, and you're obviously going to go to where we want. And the only owner we want at Man United is an owner who is not going to go in bed with the Glazers and sit either they be here for some years and then they get sold. That is out. So we want the Glazers out, and the only person we want to see at the club of Manchester United is Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, who wants to flush out the Glazers 100% from this club. And if a United fan and you are pro Sir Jim Ratcliffe, then you need to obviously go ahead and obviously read and make research of what the problems of Manchester United have been. The main problem have been the Glazers. If the fish is rotten from the head, to the top, you cannot first chop off the tail. You have to first chop off the head and see whether the down part is obviously going to happen. And the good thing is that the down part is trying to really get better and better through Erik ten Hag, but we need more and more and more from the top, and the top is really in a mess. What we have to do, get these people off this team and get in a different kind of player. There's obviously a different kind of owner that's going to take us to the dreamland as the club of Manchester United. The Glazers aren't supposed to be here. Now, leaving that at that, let's talk a little bit about the game of football that's happening today at the Old Trafford as we host Galatasaray. Galatasaray is having very many players. Angelino, you remember he scored against us at RB Leipzig. I think the first season we played in the Champions League under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Then we found ourselves in a situation of facing players like Ziyech, right? After players like Ziyech, we had to face players like Zaha, there is Ndombele, there is Dre Martins, right? And Mauro Icardi. They're really having very good players, but Wilfried Zaha is one of those that has just gone ahead to play against us last season against Crystal Palace. And we are having another player called, what's the name of that guy? Torreira. He was once playing in the Premier League at Arsenal, but he has taken like 2-3 seasons not playing the Champions Premier League, but he knows exactly what it's all about. But as it stands, Wilfried Zaha has gone ahead and really issued statements about Manchester United and what we should expect from him. So he says the following, that we have a very experienced team. We are ready for today's match. We have players who can hurt Man United. Manchester United was a team I was at a long time ago. 10 years forward, I'm 30 old, and I feel I've matured in my game. I respect what he's saying, but he should also get to know that this is Manchester United. We are a team that is going to have to face lots of things and difficulties, but if Copenhagen came to your side and scored 2 goals past you, right, and put 2 goals past you, I'm talking about Copenhagen, and for you to score those 2 goals to force that game in a draw, all you needed was to obviously find yourself in a position of really seeing Copenhagen getting 2 red cards, then I don't think that you're going to come out at Man United and put up a show. I call for annihilation today. That is it. Though you doubt on which United you expect to show up on the night, but I call for annihilation of Galatasaray. We should send a message out there that this is Manchester United and we are coming to do the best. It's not that all that team is obviously going to link up very well, but all I know is that they can put up a challenge, but that challenge is obviously going to be silenced by Erik ten Hag. So guys, your thoughts on to Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani wanting Glazers out 100% are welcome in the comment section below. Sir Jim Radcliffe wanting to keep the Glazers, and Zaha warning Man United as this game is just hours away from really happening. So thank you very much for watching through. Smash the like button, comment and share. We thank God for the gift of life. For the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and this is the United Matters channel. Don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 16,000 subscribers before the end of this month. I sign out for now. See you later, and I think I'll record one more video before we bring you the news concerning the game that you're going to play against this side of Galatasaray at Old Trafford. Ciao, ciao.